Can you forgive me? Can you forgive me for putting out too many videos? For throwing out a whole lot of information with hardly any kickback? Not knowing for what I said was good enough and understood by anybody at all? Never knowing that, never leaving enough time that doesn't give anybody that they can send me the information and try and correct something where I'm wrong or show me different so we can learn together. But I'm doing this so I shouldn't forget, so that one day, whichever day it happens, and it is regardless to which day it's going to happen, when it does happen, if it ever happens, at least it'll be there. If it is not there and it never happens and it doesn't exist, who am I saying sorry to? There is nobody to say sorry to. It's my own, on my own choice, in my own area of my own time. So now I slice it. Not only do I let you see it, but you can comment and share and put in your word. And for as much as I'm going to have and be able to get the opportunity to respond to each and one of you individually, already inside my mind, I know what you look like. I know what you look like, and I've never seen you. I've put it in my mind through voices. Well, obviously I've seen some of the pictures of people, right? Messer, put that shirt back on, all right? I'm going to take off mine. Messer, you put yours on, I'll take mine off. But when I put mine on, you take yours off. What I want to talk about right now is I was using the word and abbreviation with Richard. CH comes in church. IR comes in third with THIRD. Combination IR, combination RD. TH is time heaven. Heads or tails, third round. How do I know? Because it's this way, right? But it's this way, but you're starting here. This is up. This is down. We're divided. So next what I'm going to bring you is the first time you ever say, the first time it ever happens, when the number 1 comes into the 1 position. At 11, it says 11th, T and H. Every other time, it will say first, 21st, 31st. So let me write these down. 21st, 31st, 41st, 41st, 1 8 8 8 5 3 9 7 4 7 4 5 7 by 4 is 28. 7 by 4 is 28. 7 plus 4 is 11. 39, 28, 39, 28, 1776 times 1. 8, 8, 8 times 2. 5, 9, 2 times 3. 3 by 2 is 6. 3 by 9 is 27. 3 by 5 is 15. Carry the 2, 1776. 4, 4, 4 times 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 10. 6, 14, 15, 16, 20. 2, 6, 15, and 8 is 23, 30, 0, 3, 10, 18, and 5, 23, 27, and 2, 3,700. Jesus was born 3760, but we're not going to get into that right now, okay? This and this, okay, all zeros equal 6, becomes 3766, and this is where Jesus was born. It says 6, because it's minus 6 plus 6. That's why it says 6. 0 and 0, 6 and 6, 3766. 3760 is the division in time, but this is Jesus' birth. It counts for this. If his birth wasn't here, it would say 3757, 3757. Now we have the 10 over here. Do you understand? Even if we wanted to, I would say 10 years away from this, because we use this number to get these numbers, and we would end up with 357, basically. Now what I'm going to do is this. Now we did this. Now we did 4. 6 times 300. 6 times 296. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 9 is 54.
55, 56, 57. And 6 by 2 is 12. Plus 5, 17, 76. 8 times 222. 14 and 10. 14 and 10. October 4th. 104. 104 are the three numbers, right? 104. That's what it is in 5775 and 5775. Okay. That's October 4th was the closing of the horn. So we're talking about this. So now I'm going to go, let's see the numbers. We did 4, 6, and 8. There is no other. The prime, okay, you cannot use this as a prime. Cannot use this as a prime. We start with 3, 4, and 6. But this is what we're going to do. 6 and 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11, and 1 and 1. Before and after the middle of 5. 6 and 8 and 5. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 8, 7, 6. So the division is 5. So now on this side, you got 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 4, 5, 18. This is 90. This becomes a prime number. 74, which is Jesus, plus 11 on 74. 74, which is Jesus, plus 11 on 74. Okay? Equals to this. 185, 74 and 11 is 85. 518, okay? 518 over here, plus, I need to see what the amount was. 3760. 8, 7, 12, 4278. I'm not looking for anything to do in this. I'm not looking to do anything. What I'm going to do now is count all the numbers that multiply to equal 1776. I'm just going to add up the first row, second column, third column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas. 6 areas. 10 and 14. 10 plus 14 equals 24 hours a day. 10 for man, 14 for the on the cross connection. AC-DC connection, okay? We would have to add that 24 to this after that, and that would be 4302. Add 24, 02, 302. So it would be 4302 would be the number. And backwards would be 2034. So you'd have 6336. That's the number of creation. Here we would put another 60. Here we would put a 60 because they're zeros. So you add a 6 here and you add a 6 here, you go 6996, and that's the rotation of life. Now we're going to take it 6, 14, 15, 16, 20, 26, 27, 28, counting the columns. 28, 28. Second column, 4, 13, 21, 28, 29, 30, 39. Second column. Now we're going to go 4, 9, 17, 17 and 7, 24, 24 and 2 is 26, 27, 28, 28, 1776 in all the possible calculations equaling to the number of man and equaling to the total of rotation of 6336 and 6996 is all inside the numbers of 1776, in which when you reverse these two, they end up showing 9339. Why does it show this? Because, first of all, it says, I have to tell you why it shows these numbers, and I'm trying to remember. Oh yes, 76 plus 17 is 93. 76 minus 17 is 59. The number to Einstein is 95. The number to Neptune is 95. Okay? There's some, the number to, I'm just trying to think. Anyways, 7 by 4 was 28. 7 by 4 was 28, and the 11, and this is what you get in Einstein. Einstein. 28 and 28 is 56, 66, 76, 86, 95. Einstein, 5, 9. 5, 9 again. 14. 5 and 9 is 14. ST 39, EIN 5914, 14 and 14, 28, 28 and 28 and 39 in the center. Same numbers for Einstein, same numbers for 1776, same numbers for Neptune, same numbers for talking about Jupiter, Pluto. Okay? The same numbers that when you call Sirius radio, SIRUS, okay? When you say Cyrus, okay, it becomes 21 and 18 for R and U's letters placements in the alphabet, 19 and 20 with S and T, the street, the saints, TS. IR is for third world. 21 is the cube. This is 3 by 6. 119 moons. This is primary. This must become 57. When this becomes 57, this becomes 60. But this becomes 60 plus 18. Why? Because it's 20, 20, 20. And the 18 that you have to use, because 0, each time you get 20, you need another 6. 6, 6, 6 is 18. So you need 60 plus 18, which is 78. I already counted this in that over there. 20, 40, 60. Plus 6 if you really want. So you get 66. Anyway, 66 equals 3. And the minute you hit 3, right, you'll get 66. And this is a different way to look at it. You'll go 60, okay, then you'll go plus 6. It'll be 66. 6 plus 6 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Now, the minute you hit this number 3, what happens in the game of craps? It's a losing number. But here what it actually does is it lights up 3 positions in a row. 1 straight line is what the activation is. So when you have this activation, the next thing you know, you must drop to the next level in the 5th position. Why? Because look at your hand. You already hit the first 3. So you already have the opposites of everything. You need the center to balance the top. Therefore, your first one-sided triangle, and you look at that, and it's a number 4. And the reason you do this is because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 3 different worlds. It's this world, it's here, 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 and here, here, here. But it's this side, and it's this side. This is the 3, 6, 9 side. So the minute you activate this, this activates this. Why? A, E, and I, the 3 vowels, A and E equals 6F, which now activates this one over here. 9 will always activate 5. 5 will automatically activate here, now that it's activated here. And this shows you the time. You can look at the time. This is directed at 3 o'clock. This one is 45 degrees after. We work everything perfectly announced. This becomes 6F. So this is your 17th. Now, I didn't finish with this. Now I'm going to finish with this. Okay. Now to finish with this is we have 91st, 91st, 71st. But in French, okay, in French, this is soixante, okay, and this one is 91. This is 71. So they all have 1 0. 11, 1 0, 11, 1 0. 91st in French is now 1 0. So in the other world, it says, I am the circle and I am the divider. I am the only one. It has to say it because it says it here. And we have to remember, because at the same time when that happens, 97, 8, and 9, and 77, 8, and 9, and 17, 18, and 19 in the French language are all said in a special, it's a package deal. You want to talk about package deals and about everything? It's a package deal. So what we now have to do is that now we're going to take 11, 71, and 91, 1, 1, 1, because they're TH. 91e, right? 11e. It's like TH. But here, you're going to say 91st or 91e. 11e. It tells you where you are. So saying this, 11e, inside of here, because of the M,
which is a connection like the N. With the N, what it is when you make two N's, if you take a look, there's a leg down, a leg up, a leg down, a leg up. So when you put two N's together, okay, the easy thing I'm going to tell you is that the N shows a complete, how can I show you? Let me show you this. I'm going to show you the difference between M and N, okay? This one shows you're going from this side to this side, down here to the center. It shows three sides, right? If you take a look on it, okay, there's a square here and a square here. The dividing line here is the same dividing line here, showing you the upper V all the way down to here, and then the lower one, like a 1 and 1 that needs to come together to revive the two systems. But the missing link is here. Here you have the missing link. What was up here is now played from over here. Do you understand what the N does? So now we have 91, 1, 2, 3, 9 and 7 is 16, 17. It's 17 and 3, 8 and 3, which automatically reads the church. This one is the number to spirit, the two sides of the pool balls. This one is the gateway in the piano. And this one, I'm not really sure, but 11, if you really want to know, if you're playing Monopoly and you want to know what 11 is, would you really like to know where you are if you get 11? Where would you think you are if you're playing Monopoly? Where would you don't want to play? Okay, turn it off. It's over. Because this is all I'm going to talk about now. And then it's over. I'll do something else. 16 minutes is like way too much to even talk to myself or think of talking to myself. Oh, now I forget. Well, now I remember, but then I forget. But maybe I don't care. I don't care at all. I won't tell you. Screw you. Screw you. I'm not telling you at all. Why should I tell you? Hey, stupid. You're me. You tell me. You tell me everything. I want to know everything. Everything. Okay, you hear me? If you don't want to forget anything, I'm your freaking best memory and your best friend forever. I'll watch your back. I can already see behind you. You're looking at me. I'm looking at you. So we're both protected. We both see the wall. You see the birds on the wall? Yeah, I see the birds. Okay. It's not mimicking me. 11 in Monopoly. From the place you stand, going towards the left, you hit Reading Railroad, 5 skips. If you 5 skip from go over to Reading, you'd be standing on it with 5. When you come home from Reading and stand right where you started, that is another 5. That equals 10. Imagine the row of each corner is 9999. So if you go to the corner of the next corner just before you go around the corner, that would be 9. If you came home, right? If you came home, you would go all the way out there 9, and you'd come all the way home. What would you do? You come all the way home 9. It's 18. So from go to the corner, it is 10. But when you get to the corner and come home, it's 20. So let me mention it again. I'm gonna end it now. It's a little bit too long on this. When you get to the corner after dicing 10, you're sitting on visiting jail to the left. If you throw 10 on the dice and you go to the right, you're going to jail on your right. So 10 on the dice is go to jail or visiting jail. But because you believe both from go, they both become 11. Stuck at go, no place to go, always on Reading Rail, always on short line, always stuck to the North Carolinas, never out of the Baltic or the Mediterranean, the radiation sun, rad radiation, the radiation sun. Where does spirit come from? How does it come? How do the electronics come from the other world into this world? That is the only truth. That is the reality. So if you know that truth, you know that reality. I only think I believe of what it could be, but what it is, I have no idea. But as a group, we can bring a balanced thought, never knowing the actuality, but never quitting either. What I wanted to do, so we did this whole thing. So it does it again. 3, 16, 17, 173. 7 by 3 is 21. 7 and 3 is 10. 31. AC power. 11e. 71e. It's actually, if you really want to think about it, sorry to go on so long, but they're not doing it that way. Here they're saying 60 and 11. Here they're saying 80 and 11 in French. I'm sorry, 71 means 60 and 11. That means 60 becomes 66 because they mention it differently. If that 60 becomes 66 plus the 11 is 77 Christ. If this 91 in French is set as 80 plus 11, 80 needs to get a 6 for the circle. So it becomes 86 and 11 is 97. Creation of man, R.C. Rothschild. Richie Rich. Reggie Van Gogh. So in all actuality, this becomes 111, so that's 3. We had 173, and that would be a prime 3 numbers. 317, which equals 51, which now you're linked to Mars. But anyways, let me get back to where we can go to the next one. Is we were going to add on one more 6. Is that the thing we were going to do in each one of them? This is ohms, so there's nothing else to add on here. 60, 60. So here it gets 12. I need 12 more. So if I get 12 more from 173, it becomes 185, and that becomes the angel in Christ. 11, 11, 11, 11. 33 for 11, 11, 11. 60 and 80 is 140. 150. 150 and 6 and 6. 162, 216. 9 days, 24 hours in the doghouse. Trapped! We have been trapped for thousands of years. Ha 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 ha. Pirates of the Caribbean have stolen our actual reality. We are living in a figment of our imagination, and it couldn't be any better anyways or any worse. Because our choices, they suck. We make the wrong moves, and our desires are, well, let's go on to something else. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Why do I laugh? I'm content. I have my little space. I'm exalting. I can't even say what needs to be said because still those words in my language, they mean nothing now. They won't mean anything until after. And then I'm going to probably end up telling you what they are. We need to debug the computer. We need to clean the viruses. We need to defragment. We need to upload and download and relocate old files. The older the file, the better it is. Older and older and older. As old as you can go. Just to look back and watch the reality change from what was and stop the film and mark everything down and go, we want to get back to this point in time. The restore point. This is what's upcoming. The restore point. The network as humans is going to change. Is it because I want it to change? Yes. Is it because I'm delusional, hoping that it'll change and just pressing on to this TV so that everybody knows? Yes. I cannot see your vision. For if I saw and talked about your vision, you might just know it was your vision, and therefore you see only one vision. But I see one vision and hope to match your vision with my vision, to make it one vision upon and beyond what we can understand and perceive within the own revelation. Because it's only the revelation. Need not he go in anger and haste, is to waste thine time. He not of who he is he be not. It is not he, it is not I, it is thee. It is the system. The system has a way to work. Life is one thing. The animal kingdom is another thing. But the system, like the animal king, things get devoured in all ways and talking. The streets fall in. We desire more. Because we desire more, we're always going up. But when there's only one dome and you can't go anymore, some start to fall, lose the grip, time passes on, poor decisions, only because we have gone above the understanding, above our means for comprehending of the actuality inside perceptions. Not the one perception, not your perception, but what somebody else is thinking. And then while he's thinking the worst, and you knowing he's thinking the worst, you should be laughing. Because you're not going to do anything other than try to be that friend or stay away from it. As long as nothing is chasing you, and we leave the cross, take the cross, and just go from corner to corner. You want a freaking big space. You want to own the cross and go corner to corner? I'm going to show you. You live on the cross. You should be running from corner to corner and living all around the cross. Not on the cross, around the cross. Jesus went on the cross. He divided you, this corner, this corner, this corner, this corner. But I am the Lord. I opened the cross. And you can fly me like a kite from above. All I need is this space. That's it. My mouth is my biggest enemy. My actions are my greatest of all enemies. Should I and all others be of actionless, then we shall have no enemies. If whatever you shall think and do to another, if you would inflict it on yourself, would you still be standing and walking? If yes, then go and do. If not, do not do. It is that easy. It is the command of 44. The command of 44, I will not explain it right now, because I can't. I just made it up. But I know exactly what it means, because that design is 44. It's 4 fours. It's 4 fours. You don't see the 4 fours? 4 forests. Let's go to the forest, you know. Let's go to the forest. Here. Oh, that ain't no good of a marker. Oh, hold on a second. See the 4? And then if I do it on the other side, see the 4 on the other side? Now, if you go ahead and you take and you keep the kite clean better, it turns into an R letter. This way, because nothing touches in the center, we're not going to look at that. So this is 7, 7. To create 4, inside 4, this angle that creates the R now will also create the 7, creating 7, 4. So in the R, which is roi, or king for Jesus, because if it was Jesus, he'd be the king K. But in cards, the French king comes at this letter R, réel, not the J. Because the J is the anchor, goes for 2 sides of the anchor. So if you're talking about Jesus and the devil and everything, Jack goes on both sides, 2 jokers, the black joker and the red joker. Do you understand the way the K breaks up the number 4 inside the kite? We went around the cross. Did we follow that properly? Did you need to wind it back? Do you need to ask me? Do you want to draw anything? Draw start. Draw 3 X's like this on top of each other. Then build about 25 of them together, and you'll see what it does. But put them together properly, follow the lines, the square lines, you'll see what it does. Everything can create the art within itself. It's like a fold-over puzzle, this whole thing we're living through right now. So now we have the R and the K, which is King Roi. So Jesus, when he comes back, it happens to be E. Real. Because inside of here, when you continue on from the jack into the corner, or the jack into the corner, whichever way you want, I'm not drawing it properly, I'm just doing it real quick. It turns into the A. It becomes the R, the A, and the L. Because the L, all it is one side of your jack in reality. Or the L can be the 7 that goes this way. Do you understand? You see the way it seems like it's going forward that way? But if I held it up, if I held the 7 up the other way, well, the 7 this way, it looks okay. See the way it becomes a right angled? Anyways, I don't remember where I was. And the value for 5, does anybody want to know the new value for 5? The value for 5 is
Here, let's see if we can figure it out. This or this. This equals 5 and 5. This equals 5 times 5. This equals 1, 9, 3, 7, 4, 2, 8, 6. This one over here, you see, and inside of that is this one over here. This one and this one over each other. I say it's the house of 5 because it crosses here. It crosses here. So once you cross, you automatically have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. This gives you your original 12 and your original 8. But in 8, there's only 4 lines. In 8, there's 4 lines. And there's 4 lines in here because 1, 2, 3, 4. But wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines. 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then whoosh, that one in the center. So that becomes all your circles because every single line becomes its own house. And the same thing goes over here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And at the same time, you have the circle. These 2 circles is what they call the pigs because the 1, you ever see this in the Mayan calendar? 5 by 5 is 25 plus 10 equals to 35, electric company, plus 6 equals to 41, USA AD 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 10. 5 areas. 5 times 2 equals 10. 5 areas. This one is because of this. The outside line is 1 and 5. The inside here becomes number 3, and on this side is 2, 4, or 4, 2, or 5, 1, and 1, 5. It's the diameter of what is of 5. It's a total of 5. That's all it is, a total of 5. You know why it's a total of 5? Because you have 2 guards. Excuse me. You have the diameter, you have the 2 readers, and you have the 1 spindle. 5. That's all you need. You need 2 hands. You're playing. We have a DVD. We have a radio. We have a disc. We have information. There's an information crazy network out there. Can you believe it? They gave us the internet. They sent to my house yesterday a pamphlet for future something ship and bureau something or other. And I looked in there and they were giving away all this stuff. They said, learn forever on the internet. All you need is the desire. And within you, to get the desire, you must feel the vibration in your own heart and believe what gives you that information is take it for what it is, as information for numbers. Reality in a numerological world doesn't sell you anything. What it does is it shows you a price on an item and the desired color that they put in the paper, because Prime Matrix gave all these advertising specialists the eye to get the right color. So they choose the right color, and I know the right color, so I know what they're saying when they say it, and I know what they're saying when they say it, and I know what the advertising is, and I know because at the end of what they say, the store, the manager, the owner says, $29.99, but we're on special for $3.88. Because I know we said $3.88, it was on special, and now this, now we know the word special, S&P, Standards & Poor, electric company is coming out, and in that company that might say the bugle is sounded. Let me hear the vibrations. Let's see something else. Give me a color. Give me a sign. Put something ugly. Put something good. Make left, right, up, down. It doesn't matter. Just give me your package deal of what you got there, and I'll put my formula to work, and I'll wiggle my eyes like I dream a genie or something, or blink, 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 and I go, look, I created an answer. Okay, let's look into it. Does it make any sense at all? Should we throw it out? Okay, we're going to throw it out. Before I say thank you for being here for this video, but before I throw it out, everybody ready to go throw out that idea? Does anybody have an idea for a new idea? Yes, what's that new idea? Boom! Just like that, it's thrown out. Nobody moved. All they did is turn the page to a new page. The idea was thrown out. But we never threw out the paper. The paper never gets thrown out. It needs to leave our body naturally. The natural leaving of the body, of exalting of the information that it never wants to forget, is to hold on to that book
And by holding on to the book, at least you know you can go back somewhere. This is one of the reasons we go to archives. Knowing that there's an archive you will never forget. Knowing that you're joined as an association to remember something that is very important to you, yet you can't remember to do everything in the same day. Like I didn't eat a steak today, but I really love steak, and I'm not going to forget it because every time I go to the market, they have the steak. So you make a little bit of a variety, so we have different ways to remember and understand how to proceed. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. 567, the spirit of 76. Hold up thy wings. Hold up thine wings. 6767. 1313. 44. Hold up thy wings. She comes. She comes, my friend. I have to do this again. I have to do this again. Thank you for watching.